it always happens when you're in church. And so you get two grandchildren sort of laughing and giggling, and then the next one starts giggling, and the next one starts giggling. The fourth one has no idea what the story is. They just giggle because the other people.
First off, just wanted to say congratulations to Professor White. What an amazing career, what amazing accomplishments. And there's really two things that come to mind when I think about Professor White. The first is generosity. So whether it's inviting students to his tailgates or over to his home, or being generous with his time and inviting students over to chat after class and emailing back and forth with students, just generous all the way around. And the second thing that comes to mind is inspirational. So inspiring in the way that he interacts with his students and motivates students to push harder and to think critically about super important issues, whether it's being a leader or how to be a professional. I know there's lessons that I still reflect on from IU 342 that I took with Professor White today in my job and kind of day to day as a professional. So congratulations on the retirement, and thank you so much.
Hi, so for those of you that might not know me, my name is Slater White. I am the second oldest grandson to Bill White and Grandma Jane White. Some things I want to just mention that I love and appreciate about my grandpa would be his adventurous spirit. He loves to travel. He loves to see different parts of the world, and I've always appreciated that about him. Also, just the love he's able to project onto his family and loved ones, especially with Grandma Jane and his newest wife, Barbara. I think you can really see how much he cares about his family, and he doesn't take that for granted at all. So yeah, it's just some things I love about my grandpa. I hope his retirement goes awesome, and hope to see you all soon.
Hey Bill, this is your bro, Mike, and I just want to congratulate you on your fine career at Northwestern as a fair, honest, smart professor. We've had fun over the years, let me tell you. I can remember a lot of times at Lake Geneva and all sorts of spots. It's been great. And the one question that Mia wanted us to answer is that I know one thing I learned from you, which is very important: organizational skills. You're that and listening. You're the best. Love you so much.
Hi, Bill. We're real proud of all of your accomplishments, and you've taught me that no matter what, we should keep trying. And your positive attitude about everything in life, never complaining, always going forward, has been a real inspiration to me. And of course, your listening skills and your interest in those around you is very impressive. You're a wonderful man. You've been successful, and you've used what the Lord's given you. Best of all, you love your family, and you're a wonderful example to all of us. Thanks a lot, Bill. God bless.
Hey, Grandpa, I just want to say congrats on the retirement. My favorite thing about you is your generosity and willingness to give back. An example being working in corporate America for years and then being willing to go into a classroom setting and sharing that real world experience with students. I think that has a profound effect on students and the way they learn. And I'm jealous of all of the students you had that got to learn from you. Luckily, I have you as my grandfather, and you're not able to retire from that. So I am going to continue reaching out for mentorship and guidance in my own career. So that's something I will always cherish. Congrats again. Love you.
Hi, Bill. I'm very honored to be a part of this video in honor of your 25 years of teaching at Northwestern University. When Mia called and asked me to participate, the first thing I thought of were all the wonderful things you've taught me throughout life. One simple, small one is when we were very young and you earned your hard-earned newspaper route money and you bought me my first pair of ice skates and subsequently taught me how to ice skate. Throughout the years, we've shared many wonderful moments in our family. Births of our children, our grandchildren, anniversaries, holidays, and even celebrations. Anyway, I just want to sum it up by saying your accomplishments are too many for me to list here, but I want you to know the strongest feeling that I have for you is that you have been the supreme role model for me and for others. I couldn't have had a better brother to follow the lead in life. I thank you for all your love and support. I admire your love for God, family, and others, and I wish you and Barbara the most successful retirement in the years ahead. Whatever you desire to do, I know you will do well, and I wish you the best of everything. God bless.
I'm incredibly proud to call you my brother. With retirement comes reflection. You have excelled in your studies from St. James all the way to Harvard University, which led to stacks of awards and honors for your outstanding achievements. You continued your success in the business world, being named CEO for several companies. You've done very well, Bill. And still, in your unassuming ways, you stay true to yourself. You have priority for family. You're very generous. You're so kind. And you're a man of faith. Congratulations on your retirement. Happy trails to you and Barbara.
My name's James Fitzgerald. I was the class of 2010 at Kellogg as a Triple M. I'm now the head of business development for the Boring Company. So Professor White, I really want to genuinely thank you for teaching the most impactful class I took at Kellogg. Since Kellogg, I've taken so much of your advice and what I learned in your class at that time called the new general manager, to heart. Things like take a job where you make people separate from money, build out your mosaic, and my personal favorite, never ask a question to which you don't want to know the answer. My wife and I want to wish you and your family just the happiest of retirements, and really look forward to continuing to keep in touch as I consider you one of my truly valued, trusted advisors. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Bill. It's really hard to overstate the impact you've had on me and on our program. The way you give so selflessly of your time, the open door policy you have with our students, the advice you give them, just your willingness to share your vast experience. I've learned so much from listening to you talk to our students, both in the way you advise them and in the particulars of what you advise them. You will be sorely missed, and I hope we'll continue to see you around at least occasionally. Congratulations.
Hi, Professor White. When I think of you, three things come to mind. You are a relentless seeker of new knowledge and innovation, a mentor, and above all, a compassionate human being. I really feel so lucky to have met you almost serendipitously, I feel. Back in 2014, when we worked on your Power Onboarding MOOC together, I've always admired your thirst for knowledge and your desire for continuous improvement in education. Whether it was developing Northwestern's first Coursera MOOC or you and I embracing Nebula and looking at discussions as a social network for your IEMS 342 class discussions, to making video games of cases now. Throughout the years, you have always shown me and many others that you have touched that there is always room for improvement and innovation in teaching and education. And I want to really thank you for that. Second, as your teaching assistant in IMS 342, I was just so fortunate to experience your mentorship. I still remember when you came to me one day when we were preparing for your class and you asked me, which cases would you like to teach? And all I could think about was, oh man, there's no way I can teach a class. And I totally felt out of my comfort zone. But through the preparation and your coaching and mentorship, I ended up really having a lot of fun teaching that case. And I still remember teaching Mrs. Fields cookies. And, that experience has really had a long-lasting impression on me and the way that I think about teaching students as well. And then third, I wanted to say that what really truly sets you apart is your empathy and your unwavering commitment to those around you. And despite the fact that you are super busy, you have always found time for your family and your friends and your students. And specifically a few years ago, when I found myself having to make a really tough business decision for my family, I will never forget that you were there, and I will be forever grateful to the advice and perspective you provided me on that situation that helped me arrive at a decision. And lastly, I just wanted to say that you are a true inspiration to me and to many others whose lives you have touched over the years. Thank you so much for everything that you have given us and for every lesson you have taught and every boundary pushed, as well as every moment that we have shared. And of course, I cannot wait to see what you're going to do in your next chapter of your life journey. Congratulations on your well-deserved retirement.
Hey, Grandpa. Just want to say a huge congratulations on your retirement from Northwestern. It's hard to believe you're teaching your last lecture in a few weeks. And just what an amazing career you've had at the university. But I know you less as Professor Bill White. I know you mainly as Grandpa. And I just wanted to say what I appreciate about you the most is just what you taught me from a young kid up until today. Just learning by doing, or listening to what you had to say, whether that was down in your workshop, downstairs, helping learn about tools and everything, all the way up to just listening to your stories, listening to your knowledge, and it really helped make me the man I am today. And I will always be grateful for that. And I just wish you all the best in your retirement, and it is a well-deserved one, and I'm just so incredibly happy to be your grandson, and I'm just so happy that you're able to share this moment with all of us. So just thank you very much, and I love you, Grandpa.
We love you. Happy retirement, Grandpa. Congratulations. We're so happy for you. I've always looked up to you, and I'm so lucky to have you as a role model. One thing I really admire about you is your passion for life and your support for me to follow my dreams. I will always remember when I told you I was thinking about moving my family to South Carolina, and you told me to go for it and follow my dreams. And I think that's something that's very, very important, to follow my dreams and really do what's best for me and my family. And I will always remember that, and I will always cherish that. And thank you so much. And again, congratulations.
Hi, everyone. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Cutter White. I am one of Bill's grandsons. And I just wanted to talk about some of things that I love and appreciate about him. So for starters, the stories that he has, just all the accomplishments and achievements that he's made, it's absolutely unbelievable. It's awesome. I hope someday that I can live up to those expectations or standards, and I hope that my future is filled with as much love that he has. One of my core memories of being with him when I was really young was in Hawaii, and we were on the beach when Kaanapali, and for some reason, whenever we'd be on the beach together, he'd always build these little sand stairs, and it's just, I don't know, it's always stuck. It's always stuck, and I think that's one thing that I will always have imprinted in my head as one of my favorite memories of him. But yeah, I just wanted to congratulate him, and I can't wait to see what he gets into next. So it's a big.
Hey, Professor White, this is Robin Seeds. Just wanted to say congratulations on your tremendous career, and I'm so happy for you and for your family on all that you've accomplished, and I wish you well as you enter this next chapter of what the future holds for you. Did want to share one thing that stuck with me from our time together at Northwestern, which was when you're networking with someone, it's not about what you can extract or receive from that person you're interacting with, but rather what can they learn from you and take away from the conversation. And so that's a good reminder to always bring something to the table, be interesting, and be engaged, no matter who you're meeting. Take care.
Hi, my name is Shalu Verma, and Professor White was my teacher at Kellogg, and he was the first investor in my company, and then he became the chairman of the board of the company. And of course, since then, we've been in touch. So that makes him a teacher, an investor, my boss, and then finally, a very dear friend. And I've learned a ton from him through this journey. And most importantly, what I've learned is to believe in myself. My favorite story of Professor White was when we were working on our business plan in Kellogg. This was in early 2000. We reached out to him for feedback. And not only did he give us feedback, but he decided to invest in us. We were incredibly thrilled. This was March 2000. And as it happened, by December, things weren't looking so good. We had to pivot. There was an internet bubble that crashed, and in all our wisdom, we went back to Professor White and we said, look, it's totally okay if you want your money back, if you have to change our business plan. And so Professor White listened to us and said, look, I believe in you guys, and you need to believe in yourself, and you got to go figure this thing out. And that's what we did. It took us 6 years, and of course with a lot of his help, we turned the company around. We had an additional investment, and we had a very successful company. So we did return his money back and some more. So all I can say is a big thank you, Professor White, for all the ways you help your students. We owe a ton to you.
Congratulations, Grandpa Bill. I'm so proud of you and all that you have done as a teacher and how you have influenced so many of your students. I wanted to give you a little bit of a shout out for a lesson that you taught me my freshman year at Northwestern when you came to my leadership development class, and you told us about how anything worth doing is worth doing right. And that lesson has stuck with me throughout all realms of my life, whether it came to athletics and pushing a little bit harder at the end of a race. Socially, that how you are a friend to one person really matters. And so if you're going to be a good friend, it's worth being the best friend you can be. And then as a teacher and in business, I have taken this into how I do any task that I'm assigned to. If it's worth doing, it's worth doing it right. It's also been a lesson that I've passed on to my 6th grade MET-UV students, that the work that we are doing here, it matters. And if I don't feel like it matters, then I'm not assigning it. And I told them that anything that we do in this classroom, it's worth doing it with the full strength of your ability, because anything worth doing is worth doing right. And so thank you so much for passing that message along to me. I feel so lucky that I got to be one of your students at a point during your amazing career. And I'm lucky that I get to keep you as a grandpa and continue to learn from you in all different aspects. And so I'm really, really proud of you, and I wish I could be there to give you a big hug and celebrate today. But just know that you have really touched me and the way that I move around this world, and your lesson has also transferred to my students and my classroom and how I taught. So I really appreciate everything, and I'm so, so proud of you. Way to go, Grandpa.
Congratulations on your retirement, Bill. I would like to share 3 memories and the lessons that I learned from them. The first is when I was able to share the celebration when you won Teacher of the Year award. The simple lesson is, if there's a job to do, it is worth doing it well. Next up was a time when I was with you in Hawaii, and it was before the spring quarter, and I watched as you had photographs of your students and were learning about their backgrounds, so you were prepared for the start of the school year with them. And it was just a great reminder about doing the pre-work before starting in on a job or a project. The final one was when I was able to witness you teaching in your class. And that was certainly one of my favorite memories, as you did a fabulous job in getting across the point of the case. But one of the lessons I took away was a both work and life lesson that you shared with the class towards the end of it. And it was all about active listening. And it was just a nice reminder that what you taught in that class was not only for people's success in the corporate workplace, but in their lives as well. Thanks very much for all you have taught me over the many years I've known you. Congratulations again.
Hello, my name is Harry Kramer, and I was asked if I would say a few words related to Professor William White. Well, you know, as I often tell people, I try to think about what somebody means and the impact that they have. I always summarize Bill White as Mickey Mantle, Willie Mays, and, of course, Bill White. This is a guy who, in my mind, represents the best of what being a value-based leader is all about. I often talk about the importance of being self-reflective, being balanced, have true self-confidence, and genuine humility. And no kidding around, Bill White represents all of that. He is somebody who really, really bleeds Northwestern. He truly believes in the school, he believes in the students, and the amount of time he dedicates to every class, to every student, is really an inspiration. When I had the opportunity to come to Kellogg at Northwestern, the first person I reached out to was Bill White, because I had already heard that he had already become an incredible institution and an impact on the school. So congratulations, Bill. Good luck, and we'll stay in touch. Take care. Harry Kramer.
Hello, Bill. This is Kevin. And what a pleasure it is to share a couple of my memories of our many days of working together. Let's start with yesterday. I got to see your final class at Kellogg, which was another example of mastery in action. Not only were you great with the students, as you always are, not only did you receive a very long standing ovation, but by your side was yet another professor you had trained, Matt. I was in that position with you, as you know, 17 years ago when I first met you in your office. And about 10, 15 minutes into the conversation, you looked at me and you said, we'll continue to work on this project, but you have to start teaching. And you have to start teaching now. And I thought, what is going on? And I left your office after a great conversation, only to find that the next day, I got a message from Peter Kay, the head of the School of Professional Studies. And Peter said to me, Bill tells me you're going to start teaching for us, which of course, Bill, was news to me at the time. And it was amazing because everything I said to Peter, Peter responded by, Bill said you might say that. And in 8 weeks, with your help, with Peter Kay's help, I started teaching my first class. That has rolled into an incredible partnership and friendship and mentorship with you, where we work together in the School of Engineering with a terrific class, you leading the way. Now I'm teaching Masters of Engineering Management with your help, and of course, teaching at Kellogg. And again, none of this would have happened, Bill, unless you saw in me what I could not see in myself. So what I want to say, besides thank you, is let's continue to get to work. We're having lunch on Monday, and please plan on lots and lots of guest speakerships in all of the classes we'll continue to create. I am so grateful for your friendship, for your mentorship, and I hope you have an incredible party with your family. Thanks, Bill. See you on Monday.
The closure of one chapter and the opening up of, I'm sure, many new chapters for you. Thank you for being such an inspiration to all of us in the family. Your positivity, your good advice, your wisdom are all great gifts for us.
And thank you so much for allowing us to come to your very first book presentation at the Harvard Club. I remember the lesson was smile. So we're smiling and we're so happy you graduated. I mean...
Oh my gosh. This is like our fourth recording. Okay. Love you, Uncle Bill. Thanks.
Hey, Grandpa. Congrats on such an amazing career at Northwestern. You're an amazing person in the classroom and beyond. You're an incredible teacher, as so many of us know. You've taught me so many life skills, like how to swim and how to properly use chopsticks. All have helped me a lot in life. I personally appreciated your high level of patience with me when I had math homework in elementary school. Math is not my strong suit, so you were incredibly patient with me with that, so thank you. But thanks again for all that you do, and especially your constant support of me and Iowa Field Hockey. Even when we're playing against Northwestern at Lakeside Field, you're wearing your Iowa Field Hockey t-shirt and cheering for the Hawkeyes, even though you are a Wildcat through and through. It means the world to me. You are the best, and thank you so much for being you. And leaving such an impact on so many people.
Hey, Grandpa, I just want to say thank you and how proud I am to really call you my grandfather. Some of the best times that I had in school were our lunches together down in Tech. It really was one of the best parts, being able to bring my friends to lunch, bring my friends by your office. When Bridget and I would be able to stop by your office just with a surprise visit. It was always great. It brightened my day. It really made Northwestern feel like such a smaller family school with all of us there at the same time. I really appreciated what you did for all of my friends as well. By far, I had 10 of my fraternity brothers as well as close friends come up to me and tell me that your class was the best class that they had their time at Northwestern. So that always makes me very, very proud. It'll be sad to not have you as close on campus, but I know you've left a long mark, a long legacy.
Hi, Professor White. I know I'm there speaking to you, but I still love you so much, so I wanted to make an extra video for you just to let you know how much you mean to me. You're like my grandfather from America, teaching me so much, and I'm an entrepreneur today because of you. Thank you very much, and enjoy your retirement.
Professor White, your lessons in leadership and organizational culture stick with me through today, even a decade after graduating. I wish you the best in retirement. Noah Kimmel, Industrial Engineering, Class of 2012.
Hey Bill, it's your old buddy Dwight Mader. I just wanted to thank you for having me on the team back at the old Bell and Howell days. Continue to be a friend thereafter. You're living proof every day that a nice guy with empathy, priorities, process, and an open mind can finish first. And most importantly, thank you for getting me on the right path for cancer treatment. All the best to you in your new adventure, Bell.
On your retirement, I will always be grateful to you for the warmth and enthusiasm you displayed when I joined the Farley Center, and I'm also incredibly grateful for all the wisdom that you shared, and look forward to continuing to be in touch. Thanks so much for your service to the university and in particular to the Farley Center. Take care.
Hi, Bill. Happy retirement. You are the reason why I chose industrial engineering as a major, and I would never have decided to go to engineering school otherwise. and yet this major has completely shaped how I go about every decision. So I very much thank you for your guidance and wish you the best.
Hey Professor White, this is Ibrahim Bengali from the class of 2013. I just wanted to give you a heartfelt thank you for all of your dedicated years of service and congratulations on your retirement. Anytime I talk to any of my classmates from 2013, the only class we ever talk about is yours. It has a lifelong impact, from how to ask people interesting questions and develop a genuine connection to how in the world we think about our careers even now as we're making career transitions, to organizational design principles and how to run a effective organization, whether it's our teams or someone else's teams. And so I think all that to say that you had probably the most impactful class, lifelong life lessons, most inspiring class in that we all took at Northwestern, and I think that I can say that without any exaggeration. So thank you for your incredible service. You were an inspiration to all of us. We all, hope to follow in your footsteps in many ways. Thank you.
Where to begin? When I think about the high points of my 18 years at Northwestern, your name comes immediately to mind. You've been a role model, mentor, confidant, golfing partner, and more importantly, a special friend. Thank you. We need to meet up again soon on the golf course. Congratulations on a great career at Northwestern.
Hi, Professor White. This is Ben from class of 2013. You were my advisor when I was an undergrad at Northwestern. I just want to say that I'm forever grateful for all the great support and valuable advice that you have given me. Your recommendation letters helped me get into a top master's program, and you once told me that if you want to work for a company, you should work for a key department of that company. That suggestion played a vital role in my career. So thank you, and happy retirement.
Hey Bill, Barry Nelson here. Since I'm a couple of months ahead of you on this retirement thing, I wanted to give you one word of advice. Don't panic. It'll be okay. Just 3 things I'd like to say, all of them thank yous. First, thank you for your wise counsel to IEMS, and particularly to me when I was chair over the years. It's meant a lot. Thank you for writing from day one. Jean and I have given that as a graduation gift to the children of friends many times, and it really helps them get their career started in the right way. And finally, thank you for setting such high standards for our students. It sure gave a lot of cover for the rest of us who wanted to do the same. Best wishes on your retirement.
Johnson, I just wanted to congratulate you on your retirement and thank you for being such a huge part of my life. Looking back, there is no way on earth I'd be able to do the really cool things I get to do today without your help, your support, your love, your mentorship, your guidance. And most importantly, you taught me to do the same thing for other people, which has been one of the most fulfilling parts of my life. Thank you. Thank you so much. Congratulations. I can't wait to see what the future has next for you.
Hi Bill, Matt Colmy here, just wanting to wish you congratulations on your retirement. You've always been an incredible mentor to me, from my time as your entrepreneurship student to running Chicago Unzipped, Northwestern Student Holdings, and then ultimately, of course, when I was deciding where to go to business school, you generously took some time to help coach me through that decision. So thank you. You have always been an incredible leader, a generous advisor to many, and a very kind friend to me, to many, to my family. Thanks for everything you've ever done to help me grow. Have a blast in retirement. Thanks, Bill.
Hi, Prof. White. My name's Kevin Lee, and I attended your class as an industrial engineering student back in the early 2000s. And as you can see, the textbook we used for your class is one of the few relics that I've kept over the last 2 decades. Your class was one of the most meaningful and applicable experiences from college, and as a longtime people manager now, I routinely tell folks that the best career advice that I got was feedback is a gift. And that's something you once told our class a long time ago. And I feel like that insight was perspective changing for me at the time, and I've returned to the idea time and again over the years. So thanks again for sharing your wisdom with me and so many others. I can confidently say that my life, and hopefully the organizations I've worked for and the people I've worked with, have benefited from your teachings.
Bill, I've had the opportunity over the past 2 or 3 years to see the impact that you have on students in the classroom and the incredible gift that you've given them in how to look at the world and how to think about their path ahead. It's absolutely incredible to imagine the kind of impact you've had on so many students over the nearly 2 decades that you've been in the classroom teaching. I want to thank you as well for the impact that you've had on me and the incredible gift that you gave me of welcoming me into your class and letting this young rookie professor meddle with your content and disrupt your flow of your thinking and so forth. It's really remarkable the way that you've welcomed and encouraged me and given me the opportunity to follow in your legacy. So thank you so much for everything you've done for the students and for me as I embark on trying to match the kind of impact and legacy that you've established at Northwestern. My best to you, and my biggest, deepest thanks and gratitude.
I just wanted to say how much we're going to miss you here on D-Wing. I don't know how many faculty get to say that they have their own personal CEO down the hall, but it's just been great to have you here for advice all these years, and we're going to miss you. Best of luck on this next phase of your journey, and keep in touch. Bye-bye.
Happy retirement, Professor White. Congratulations. This is Abby Hilliard-Barral, class of 2003. I'm coming to you from Arlington, Virginia, where I'm on maternity leave with my second kiddo. He's 4 weeks old today. I just want to thank you so much for the impact that you've had on my life and on me as a leader in so many ways. But one that really comes to mind that I've shared with so many others is the importance of giving without the intention of receiving, really building those genuine relationships. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Bill, thank you for your many years of service to IMS, McCormick, and Northwestern. So your energy, simply put, is infectious. Just ask your students. Your creativity is amazing. Gamifying your organizational behavior course during COVID was fantastic. Personally, I really value your counsel over the years. Thank you. Happy retirement.
Bill, this is Steve Carr, and I want to tell you that you are one of my lifelong heroes, and it's because of your personality, your contributions across all fields of engineering, and your work with Northwestern from the classroom to the board. Congratulations on a great career.
I just want to take a moment to say congratulations on your retirement. Your teachings of servant leadership have been invaluable to me in running my startup, and your passion for teaching has always shown through our interactions, both on campus and after graduation. I know your legacy will continue to inspire so many of us, and I wish you the best retirement in Hawaii.
Hi, Bill. Greetings. Your friend Mark Neiman here. Say, I've been hearing some rumors about you, something to the effect that you're going to be retiring from the Northwestern Department of Industrial Engineering. Can that be true? I don't think the university or the department's going to survive without your presence. But just a note of congratulations on a job very, very well done for a long period of time and influencing so many up-and-coming students in over the years that you served at Northwestern. I also want to take just a minute to recognize and thank you for a job that you also engaged in over a long period of time, and that was as a member of the board of directors of North Shore University Health System. We first met when you were still the CEO at Bell and Howell, and it was a time of technology transfer and all things technology. and you did that so well at Bell and Howell, but it also served you well for us. Well, North Shore University Health System in the 2002-2003 era was also undergoing a tech transfer of big magnitude, at least for us. At that time, we were trying to convert all of our systems from paper into an electronic medical record system, something that had not ever been done in the United States or around the globe. And it was a big project full of risk. You asked very good questions. You asked questions like, who is the software development company that we're going to be doing business with? Well, it was a small company called Epic. They had 400 employees at the time. Had they done any hospitals and health systems previously? Well, not really. The next question was something along the line was, well, I hope you have a backup plan. Another good question, and of course the answer to that was yes. But you're also there understanding the power of a technology transformation, and we're 100% behind it, encouraging us along the way, albeit with some good questions in the background to make sure that we did it well and did not in any way harm any patients. My personal thanks for your leadership, devotion, encouragement along that highway, particularly with your expertise in technology and technology transfers. It made a huge difference to me personally, to North Shore University Health System collectively, and has actually transformed the world of healthcare delivery systems around our country and around the globe. It was a big deal. Thanks, Bill, for all that you did there. Also want to just take a moment to thank you for your personal friendship, both with you and Jane and you and Barbara. It's been many years of a great relationship, a personal relationship that went beyond just simply being a board member. Lots of good times, lots of challenging times, lots of fun times, including some of our golf outings at the Glenview Club, including the Dunhill Cup. We were the best team of all times, of course, and I hope you cherish those memories as I do as well. So on this occasion, Bill, I wanted to again just thank you for who you are, for what you've done, for your support for many, many years, and congratulate you on a job so well done at Northwestern. Not only did you benefit and the students benefit, but we benefited at North Shore with all of those students from the engineering department you sent over to both learn a few things and help us along the way. So thanks, Bill. Wishing you all the best in the years to come. Please stay in touch. Hope to see you soon. Thanks, Bill.
Came to the industrial engineering department. I immediately saw him as a role model and someone who'd been successful in life, but also really cared deeply about people and how to better their lives in anything that he could do. I went to him many times with counsel about my career and the directions that I took, and he's always been extremely supportive. I ran the first year engineering course for about 15 years, and during that time, I always had Bill come and give a lecture to the first year students on ethics. The way he gave an ethics lecture was to tell stories about his career, all the way up from a co-op to a CEO of Bell & Howell. The clip that you're about to see is Bill explaining to the students exactly how he handled the situation when he was CEO of Bell & Howell, and an investment banking firm had come to him to offer him an amazing golf trip to the British Open, where he would be playing golf and visiting with professional golfers and taking a helicopter back and forth from various golf venues. And he explains to them why he turned down this amazing offer.
So today our lecturer is Professor Bill White. He is a professor in our industrial engineering department. But before he came here, he worked his way. He was a student here and did a co-op, and so he can tell you stories, and he will tell you some stories about being a co-op. He also is going to talk about his experiences as he moved his way up to become the CEO of a major corporation, Bell & Howell. So he's got experiences that can help you think about your career in the future and how you want to design that and control that. Professor White?
Very good, thank you, Professor Ekman. I'm okay, I think.
Yeah.
Am I with you? I guess you can hear me. First of all, what I'd like to talk to you about is ethics. And nobody wants to talk about ethics or hear about ethics, but let me, first of all, make you relax a little bit, because I'm not going to tell you what's good or what's bad or tell you what you should do in any particular situation. What I do want to share with you today is a couple ideas about how I view ethics, number one. And number two, I'm going to give you a series of examples that came out of my life as a student and then later as a business person that were decisions that I was involved in, where I was asked to make in some cases, or I was asked to review with some other people. And I'm not going to tell you what we did or what I did unless you ask me. Okay, and we'll talk about that afterwards. And then after we've seen some of these ideas, we're trying to make some generalizations from how you can use those as a professional engineer, as a business person, as a consultant, as somebody who works for an NGO, whatever you decide you're going to do with your career after you leave Northwestern. Okay? Later in my career, as Professor Ankerman noted, I got to be the CEO of a New York Stock Exchange company, interesting company. And we did a lot of things with different suppliers, and the largest of our suppliers were investment bankers. And so the investment bankers came to me one year and they said, Bill, do you play golf? Yeah, I like to play golf. So how about your wife? Does your wife like to play golf? I said, yeah, my wife. They said, do you have any factories in Europe, maybe in England? I said, yeah, we have a factory in England. Did you ever go there to visit? I said, yeah. I said, well, why don't you arrange it so you go to visit one of your factories in England, maybe your wife could go along, so it'd be a company expense for you to get there, and you could do some work on your factory while you're there. And then on the weekend around that, and maybe one of the work days, we'd like to have you join us with a number of other top executives from the United States who are our clients. And we're all going to meet in England, and we're going to play golf. And we want to minimize your time and maximize your golf. So we're going to play on a very special course on Friday morning. And then to make it really, to kind of use your time wisely, we chartered a couple of helicopters. And so we're going to take you from one golf course to the other golf course. You can play another one in the afternoon without wasting any time. And then, you know, we're going to take you over to the British Open. After the British Open, we're going to have a dinner and invite one of the top players from the British Open. We'll pay for all the expenses except for you getting to England. And we'll do some business stuff in one of the mornings. We'll have a little business meeting. And you meet all these cool people who will help you be good contacts for your business. So sign up here. The question is, would you go? Or why would you not go? How about the trip to Europe? That's an easy one. Of course you're going to go, right? Everybody going to go? Everybody, come on. Anybody know? Nobody? One back there, right? Hold your hand up. That's okay. I didn't go. So why not? Are you stupid? Okay, let's do the test. Okay, number one, golden rule. Do you care if you do this for somebody else? They're going to do it for you? Yeah, it's okay. Number two, headlines of the paper. Chicago paper. White goes on European trip. Compliments of XYZ investment bank. A little bit questionable. Number three, the rest of the company is going to know that I'm doing this. They're going to know I'm in Europe anyway. The most important thing is, why did they invite me? Why did they invite me? Because I have this wonderful personality, and I'm great to have around parties, and I'm just so much fun. Wrong. Wrong. They invited me because they wanted me to be indebted to them.
Hi, Professor White. Ryan Bukolich here, 2004. Just wanted to wish you congratulations, a very big one on your retirement. When I think of you, the thing I remember most is you made time. And even when you were busy, I could never tell. You listened, you cared, and that meant a lot to me. As you know, I came to you after graduation for guidance, and I'll never forget that. So I wish you the best, and I hope you see from these videos the impact you made on so many people, colleagues and students. All the best to you, and thank you, Professor White.
Professor White, this is Hillary Deutschman, or Hillary Daniels now. It's so good to hear that you're still at Northwestern, and congratulations in advance on your retirement. You had such a huge impact on me. I've been working in the business world ever since I graduated from Northwestern, and I often think of you and the lessons that I learned. And I've told your story about not working with Ralph Lifshitz many times because I worked in fashion for quite a while. But I wish you and your family all the best in your retirement, and thanks again for all of your hard work teaching the Northwestern kids and really making a positive impact on their lives. Have a great day. Bye.
This is Matt Weber. I was a senior in your industrial engineering capstone course back in 2002. Just want to take a moment to say thank you for all that you've done for all the students who've passed through your classroom over the years. Your class is one of those that left an impression upon me from day one and really inspired a love of learning and a love of complex systems. I've gone on to be an Associate Professor of Certification Technology and Organizational Systems at Rutgers University. And a lot of that passion that I have for my career came from my days at Northwestern. So thanks again, and congratulations on your retirement.
Hi, Bill. My arrival at Northwestern in 2007 as the inaugural Jane S. and William J. White Professor of Behavioral Sciences was one of the most pivotal moments of my life. Since my arrival, your mentorship has been beyond anything I could have imagined. In the realm of the classroom, from case studies to clickers to computer games, in launching a startup, Syndio Social, and guiding it till its acquisition almost a decade later. You've served on the board of directors for many prestigious organizations. But Bill, you also serve on the boards of directors for so many individuals, including me, making you the go-to person when we look for guidance on the most important decisions we make in our lives. I wish you the best in retirement, and please know that so many of us, enriched by your inspiration, insights, and ingenuity, will do our best to pay it forward to coming generations of students at Northwestern University.